5. Yeah. Okay, guys, so I'm just going to live stream this quick because I don't really exactly have time to be making a video. I mean, I kind of do, but I just want to get this done. So live streaming it's quicker for me. But the last time I used this cultivator, which was last it was used was to put the harrow in the beans. Well, I had a tine pop out on me, and right here you can't even see it, I guess, but I don't know how else to get it so you guys can see it, but there's a little bracket right here I need to take off. You can see it's loose. I mean, I probably could reuse the bolts, but the nuts, they're the square type of nuts, and well, as far as I know, they don't make square nuts anymore, but I got plenty of round ones. But the nuts are actually rotting away. There's not much to them anymore. But they loosen up after a while, and I don't bother retightening them because I'm sure the threads are messed up pretty good on it. I probably don't need such a big wrench, but bigger the better. So I'm just going to replace them. And that's what I've been doing. If something falls apart or breaks, I'll replace it with new bolts. And then it'll last for a few more years until we need to replace those bolts. You guys are probably going to fall over because I'm trying to really yank on this bitch. But I've never had to replace, well, you never could anyway unless you had them custom made, but I've never had to replace a bracket. Which again, if you had to replace a bracket, you would have to take the best one you got to a metal shop, and they would have to modify one or custom make one. So it's not that hot out, but the sun's out, so it makes it warmer than it needs to be. But I ain't gonna have time. I was gonna bring this cultivator in last night, tear it apart, and leave it for the morning. But I just I forgot all about it. And damn, that son of a bitch is gonna round off. Nah, I've been down that road before where I've had to cut them, which is looking like a possibility again for this one. Cutting them's not a big deal, but I don't have time for it. Yeah, they're just gonna round right the fuck off. So I may have to cut them. Which isn't gonna be good, because I gotta pull the grinder out, and I'll probably just cut right underneath the bolt, the nut itself, which I guess isn't too bad. But yeah, you can't reuse these old nuts and bolts. They're just too wore out. I mean, they're still originals from when the stupid thing was built, so they still make the bolts where they have the square end on them, but I don't bother with them because I'm pretty sure the hole's been rounded out too. And shit, I'm gonna have to cut that. Son of a bitch. which isn't going to be a big deal, but I will just have to cut them, which isn't going to be a big deal. I can stick the grinder down in there and cut them right off real quick. Because the bolt's got to go anyway, but I'm going to have to run to the house and grab my extension cord and then just snip it real quick. You guys probably can't even see what I'm working on, but alright, I accidentally bumped you guys. You guys kind of went into hibernate mode. You guys can see it better now this way. But I gotta cut those bolts off. And that's the bracket I gotta keep underneath. So I guess you guys can just stare at that while I go grab my extension cord. And I may even have to swap discs, because I think I got a grinding disc on it. I need a cutting disc, so snip them off and drop them. Be done with it. So let me go grab my extension cord real quick. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so I got the cord now. I just gotta run it out. Let's see here, where's the end that I need? Right here. I think, yeah. So I'm gonna try to run this cord out the best I can. And I gotta swap discs, I think. Cord's in a big tangle, of course. No matter what you try to do, you just can't get them to stay nice and neat. Never just get them to stay nice and neat when you want them to be. Cord. What's going on here? Come on. Okay. I got a cord. Now let me grab my grinder. And the good news is I don't have to swap discs because I already got the cutting disc on here already. So that's convenient for once. I don't want to go back to a grinding disc all the time, but I got nothing to prop that up with. Let's see here if I can redneck something up just to kind of, I probably not to hold it, but let's see here. Well, see, it looks like this is starting to get kind of wore out here too. Oh well. So there's going to be some loud noises, but plans are to, don't know if I want to use this thing tonight or not, because I won't be doing anything tomorrow. Besides running to the bank quick, and then I gotta hurry up and run down to Case IH and get my part so I can fucking put the tractor back together. And then, yeah. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to end up blowing sparks at you guys. So I'm going to have to move you guys somewhere else. I don't know what you guys will get to see. See here. Do apologize if you guys ain't seeing nothing, but let's see. I'm working right here. Let's see here. Right here is where I'm working. So I guess if you guys will stay there long enough for me to grind, we'll be alright. Check the disc. Okay, so that's one bolt cut. I don't know what I touched, but something. Ouch. That bolt is it's chooching. Now this one's going to be a tricky one to do. I don't know how the heck I'm going to do that one. I need something that'll prop that up for me. Let me see if I can find a pair of locking pliers. Pull out the big guns. Pulled out the big 10-inchers. They're better. Because I'm not going to be able to hold that. I'm not going to be able to get the grinder in there either. Shit. I don't know if I do it on this side. You dirty whore. Why are you not sticking now? The handles go open so far that you can't do anything with them. Son of a bitch. Don't really have to do much to hold it. This is going to be a fun freaking job, that's for sure. Alright, let me see if I can cut through some of this real quick here. So you may want to turn your volume down so I can get the grinder in here even first. Oh yeah. tricky. Oh, that's collecting some heat. That's a lot of heat. Wow. What the frick? You know what? I'm gonna have to find something different because this isn't gonna work for me either. I need like a piece of wood or something that I can jam underneath there to hold that bolt up so I can cut it a little bit better. Thought that would work, but it's not really helping. Okay. Let's see what I can do with some wood. Let's see here. See if we can prop something up here. Let's see here. Got the piece of wood stuck. What's going on here now? Come on, you. One flakes here, come on. Okay, that probably would not do it. Why the hell not? Come on, you gotta. It's gotta sit a certain way. And the bolt's steaming hot, which don't help my fingers none. Come on, that piece of wood, get up there. Okay. Probably not gonna work. Bolt's not sticking up high enough like I'd like it to be. But I ain't got all day to frick around with it, so. Yeah, it's just not possible with all this crap in the way. Come on. I can't cut it through there either. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, I think I have it to the point of where I could break it with the hammer. I can't get the grinder quite all the way in there, which I guess I know you guys can't see. let's see here, it's over here, so I don't know. That better? See over here? I got this little bolt, I guess, pinching it up. But let me grab a hammer, I guess, and see if we can just smack it. So I think we'll get it after that. It's a lot of fricking around just to remove a bolt, but it's what you get when you don't have the right kind of tools. And yeah, wish I had a nice air-conditioned shop to work in. That would have been freaking nice. And there we go with that. Take the old bolts, okay, chuck them on the concrete, inspect the plate. The plate's always fine though. See, it's got the square holes in it. Okay, I don't have square bolts, so what I'm gonna have to do is just, oh, I hear an eagle. That eagle probably thinks I'm dead laying over here. Probably thinks I'm food. So feed that through. And I think these bolts are, they're probably longer than they need to be. Not that I replaced a couple of them, but where and when did I do that? Because you don't really need super long bolts. Over there is where I placed a couple. Okay. I'm gonna go get some different bolts. I know I got some shorter ones. I don't like these. I should have some shorter ones anyway. Because they don't need to be that bloody long, I don't think. Not just to hold on a bracket and a tooth. And I'm also pretty sure that I'm not supposed to use these shorty ones either for this. Oh, but I guess I can. Alright, we'll use those instead of these big long ones, because I want to save the long ones for another job. I think they're actually supposed to be for the folds on the wing. So let's see, I don't know if these, I suppose these won't thread on there. Probably not, right? Okay, they do. I gotta get more of those. That'll work. I gotta run to the hardware too and pick up some more frickin' bigger washers. I need to be running out on these big washers that I got here. I got one there. I gotta take to the hardware plus a bolt. So these only cost a few cents each. Oh, I don't have that plate on. Okay, well, I just gotta make sure that fits on there snugly. What do I do with the bracket? Alright. Okay. And I'm only gonna put this on hand tight for now because I gotta be able to see. Come on, get on there, you dirty bastard. What's going on here now? Spools are too freaking short now. Let's take one of these out. Don't have to worry about it. Put a washer on. You know what? Screw it. You don't know what you want to do until you just start freaking doing it. You know what? I do want the longer bolts. Yeah, they're longer, but you know what? I'll be able to thread more on. And I'm getting hot. So this only takes a few minutes. Actually, I want to turn this around. It's got the dent in it. Yeah, it fits a little bit nicer. What did I do with the damn nut now? Freak sakes, I'm probably looking right at it, but freak sakes, here, what is it? Here it is. I figured I'd be looking right at it. And if anyone's leaving comments, I do apologize. I can't see them very well over here. I got my screen kind of dark, and I got my sunglasses on, and it's pretty bright out. Get out of here, bee. I don't need to get stung again. Okay. So yeah, we are going to use the long bolts. So, take a washer off. Move that. Slide this through. And I am missing. I'm not missing. A couple of tines are broken. They broke quite a long time ago. I don't know if any metal shops that could remake those. I mean, obviously they'd be custom made, but don't know if they could make them like this or not. You'd have to find the best one you got, and they'll have to kind of just go off of that. Okay. So we'll loosen these up just a little bit more, because I gotta be able to get this board out of here. We'll get rid of these shorties. Okay. What do I do with the damn tine? So then the tine just goes in a little something like this. I have to loosen up a lot more, I guess. It even shows a mark on the tine where it went at one time. And then you just put it on. Oh, come on. There you go, baby. Come on. Just a little bit more. Let's see here. Yeah, you have to loosen quite a bit. Okay. So find the marker where it was bolted to. Which I guess right about there is where it was bolted. And it looks like this tine's kind of bent anyway. And then just snug it up enough to where it'll stay on its own. And then I'll probably take the impact to it. And of course, you're going to spin now. Why wouldn't you? Of course. Dirty bitch. Okay. I'm just going to tighten these by hand for just a minute, just so that and then, yes, I'm holding the other one with my face. That works great. You almost need a frickin' third hand for this frickin' job. I'm just going to snug this one bolt up, if I can, enough to hold the damn tine in place. Okay, now we're going to get the air tools out. I'm going to readjust this as best I can. Actually, I think it's just about right, dead on. But yeah, this tine's kind of bent. Which I guess explains why it hits the handle. I don't like that, but that was how they... That's how they freaking built that, son of a... Electric doesn't really interfere with it anyway. Okay, now let's find correct size wrench and socket for that. And $10 was probably not a 3/8. Should have checked that before, but I'll be damned, it's a 3/8. Okay, need a 3/8 socket for my impact. 3/8, right? No, it's 5/8. It's actually 5/8. Okay. I'm gonna build with some air as well. Okay. Going with 5/8 wrench and a 5/8 socket for the impact gun. Probably don't have quite enough air yet built into the system, but I do anyway. It's just set on. Okay. Well, that's not really going to fit on there now, is it? Well, shit. Can't do anything with any of these freaking air tools, really. And if I do, it's going to probably get it stuck in there. And now why isn't it fitting there? I thought that was all 5/8. Crap's sake, man. The damn bolt's 5/8, but the nut's not fucking 5/8. Son of a bitch, I'm never gonna get done, boys. This is why it takes so fucking ever. Try a goddamn 11/16. Fits on there perfect. Why can't everything just be the frickin' same, you know? Gotta be that frickin' complicated. And I may have to... Yeah, I may have to find another one. Alright, well then I guess we don't need a frickin' air. That's why I think sometimes you're better off not even using air tools. You know, it's taking me more time to find tools than it is just use a couple of damn wrenches. And now what the hell? You're kidding me, right? Actually, this is why it takes me longer to get shit done than it is to get more important things done. But you still need the damn bowl itself is still a 5/8, with the freaking nuts 11. What is this? 11/16. I can use the air tools on just about everywhere else, but when you're close to the freaking tines like this, you can't, or close to the controller, because you just can't get it done, you know. More freaking time freaking around than you are getting shit did. And why did that bolt all of a sudden just bend to shit? That bolt seriously just... What's going on here now? Well, that's over tightened, so that's why it probably got bent, but screw it. I don't care if they're bent, as long as it holds, it holds. It's not going to bother me a damn bit. Might have overbent in the bracket, but that's alright. Alrighty. So I think we're done. This is more time setting up air tools than I could have gotten down just a couple of wrenches. But alright. So another repair job done to the cultivator. I don't know if I'm going to be pulling this thing tonight. I would like to. But tomorrow's going to be a busy day and not too sure. Oh, come on. If we have any plans for later today, I gotta see if my grandma's gonna let her chickens out or not, because that'll, if she will, or if she does, that'll help me out, because then I can just run down there real quick and cultivate while she's letting her birds out. And then we can be done with that. Alright, so that's what that 20-hour job. How long did it probably take me? 40 minutes. Well, it shouldn't have even taken me that long, but like I said, I wasted time setting up air tools. But I've replaced quite a few bolts on this thing. I've done this one now because this time popped out, and the bolts are getting loose, so that's why it popped out. I've replaced all the bolts that allow me to fold the wings up, like right here. Yeah, I've done that. This is a wing, so I've done all that. That tine at the end, I had to put a new bolt in that. I didn't replace them. I just replaced that one because it popped out. And then that tine over there I rebuilt. And then I thought I rebuilt one over there. I guess not. Someone has left a comment. I do apologize. I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, the original bolts are all starting to get eaten out, so that's why I'm slowly replacing them as I go along here. Alright. So, let me see that comment here that popped up. I missed it. So, I'm just fixing the cultivator here. Just got done putting some new bolts in this tine. This tine popped out on me when I was using it last to put the beans in. It popped out on me. I didn't bother fixing it until now because I gotta go rip a garden up. I bent that bolt. I used the air impact on that, but it wasn't really wasn't gonna work. So had to pull out the old trusty frickin' wrenches again. But yeah, I mean, I've replaced all these wing bolts. I've even replaced the bushings that were inside. They're just a steel bushing. I put a new bolt on that tine. That tine there I redid. Obviously I redid this one. Let's see, what else did I know? Oh yeah, and I also rebuilt. Well, not on this one, but there's bolts here too. But down there, I replaced those. I think that's all I've done so far. Oh yeah, and then that tine over there I did. I'm still missing some tines though. I wish I could find some replacements. Like this one here is broken completely right off. I don't know, whatever, it was gone when I found this cultivator. So that tine's broken. I got another busted tine over there. That tine's gone. So, oh great, is that another loose one? Oh yeah, sure, that's a loose one right there. So that one's gonna pop out probably next year, I bet. Let's see. Yeah. See, this is why you do your yearly maintenance to these little. But I don't really bother doing. I throw some WD-40 on them. That tine's hitting, but it's tight. That one's tight. This is the one that I rebuilt, so that's tight. Seems a wee bit loose. That one's alright. It's alright. Alright. Well, I know it's broken already. Down in there. I think that bolt's busted. Look at the slop in that son of a bitch. Ah, the nuts ate it right out. But well, you know what? Back in the day, I think you would pull these things with horses, but no, I use Big Red. Big Red pulls this thing pretty good. It does a lot better though if you got weight on the front, but I'm running out of sandbags. My sandbags are getting holes in them, so I need to actually need to make a box and redo that and do it right. So yeah, you know, but stopping all the time to turn around and to lift these tines is kind of a pain in the butt. So I usually just leave them in the ground when I turn. Big Red won't make tight turns anyway, so it's not really so much of a concern. But I pulled out that big cultivator I wanted to put behind the 15, but that one's having troubles, and I gotta spend time working on that. But yeah, I can't believe that bolt's already shot in that. Which one was it? This one, I think, wasn't it? Yeah. There's a bolt shot in that. But yeah, I don't like having to stop all the time and get up lift the tines and then turn around. What I'd like to do, someone has told me this before, but I don't think it would ever work, would be to put hydraulics on this thing. So, what size bolts they are, well, I'm not 100% sure, but this is the size sockets I had to use to run them. The bolts were, I believe the bolts were 5/8, and then the regular nut, let's see, yeah, that was for the bolt, and then the nut I believe was 11/16. So why they both just can't be 5/8, I don't know, but whatever. So that's what size those are. I don't use locking nuts or nothing. I probably should be using locking nuts, but I ain't got none. So got a freaking car coming. I can't forget about the nuts that are down here. They're probably still warm. No, they're not. But look at the original. So yeah, but that's the only size bolts that'll fit in this thing is 5/8. I don't know what else would fit in there. I know the original bolts used to have the square heads on them. These don't have the square heads on them. But, or the square nut, or the, what's that word I'm looking for? The square neck, not the head. But look at the stupid bolts, or the nuts. The nuts are just shot. I mean, they're shot. So these are square heads right here. These are square nuts, but they don't make them anymore. What they still make, which I guess I could do, but I never did it because I didn't feel like it, is that on the bolt, see, this has got the round neck. Let's see here. This is round, see? But they still make the ones where it's square in here, because that's what's in there originally, are the square shaft or the square neck bolts, whatever you want to call it. The head though is still the same no matter what. But I gotta go pick up some more washers because I'm running low on them. But I know of one guy on YouTube that's got something like this. I think I've seen a couple of them, but they looked all right. They were even still using them. I wish I could find some new tines, replace the ones that are broken, but this is the only one that we have, unfortunately. But what I like, the thing that I'm okay with. Oh, I can't even lift that. Why can't I lift that tonight? Yep, gonna have a hernia, boys. The one thing I'm okay with, but I don't like it, is that it runs on skis. And the skis are shot. They're shot. So, because that's where the bolt head is to replace these bars, which looks like I guess I could still replace them yet. But it doesn't really get a lot of use down there, but down here, to me, it's looking like it's, I guess there's still some life left in it, I guess. It could be okay yet. So, I'm looking for parts for this cultivator. If I could find another, if I had the money, I'd probably buy another one of these used ones off of somebody. Yeah, they don't make those square nuts anymore. They do that other pattern now. The ones that you see nowadays. Which I don't know if there's a benefit to these compared to the square ones or what. But Yeah, in order to replace these skis, I'd have to replace this. I guess you could just replace this chunk of bar. It's nice and smooth. Now, mind you, pulling it on the gravel doesn't help it, but I rarely ever do that. This is the first time I brought the cultivator to my house. Ooh. I don't think I brought it here last year. So it's probably been a good year and a half since it's been to my place. But I know of a couple of guys, like I said, that have these on YouTube. They still pull them around. It's supposed to have a big chunk of wood in the front, and then it's supposed to hook to each wing so it pulls evenly. Well, I just have this big 25-foot chain hooked to it, but I might actually cut that 25-footer up and just make it long enough so I can leave it on here permanently and take the other 20 or whatever feet with me. I don't think I only need like 5 feet of it, if even that. And then I just throw a pin in Big Red there and I pull it. So yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Yeah, you don't find much of these good things around anymore. You know, they don't make them. See, like right here, that's actually a square bolt. They don't do that anymore, which is surprising. But I guess that's okay too. Yeah, they made square bolts as well. Because that's original, and that's even an original washer. I've never touched this. I don't do a lot of work to this thing, guys. But what I like about it, though, is, well, it doesn't do a good... that's okay. I think my big John Deere does better, but if you fold the wings up, you put more weight on the center wings, or on the center wing, and that'll force them down. So... yeah, that's, I've always had this bent tine here. Which tine was it? There was a tine that was, oh, it's probably this one, I bet. It was kind of bent, but I can't straighten it because it's not bent here, so it's bent somewhere. At one time, they must have hit something pretty damn hard with it, and they bent it, but it's not loose. But, yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wish I knew of a company that would make those tines. I don't know if a custom shop would do that or what, but still some gunk up in there. Unreal. I haven't surely cleaned this thing off, but I wish I could just find some, like, either find a place that makes new tines for these old things, which I doubt there's any out there, or find another one of these junk things and replace the tines with that. The John Deere can pull it okay. You just can't go that deep with it. So but yeah, you can't pull it that deep, but the John Deere will pull it. So I don't pull it that often with the John Deere because it actually damages the hitch. So yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like if the shop had the right materials and the right tools to do it, they easily could custom make them. Like, see here, it's like got like a... That truck's got a backup alarm on it. That's stupid. It's got the sharp point to it, which, I mean, I'd have to find the best one that I could, and they'd have to just kind of design it the best they could. But some of the tines are actually, like, the tips are actually broken off. they're just thinned out, so they snap after a while. I don't know which tine would be the best one on here, but I'm not really too sure of many metal shops around here that would actually even do that kind of work. I thought there was one down there, but I don't think they do it. So but that's just would be nice to find some new tines for this old thing. At least for the ones that are broken. So how much does it weigh? Well, damned if I know. So because, well, Big Red squats pretty good when he pulls it. That's why I try to put weight on the front. But I'm just trying not to go that deep with it. I want to quit pulling it with Big Red too. That's why I pulled out that John Deere one. But that one needs work. So, but yeah. But yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. What else are you going to do? I mean, there's that much more work I can do to it. I'm not going to sit here and replace all the bolts because that's just too much work. It's not exactly worth my time. If it's not broken, why replace it? So, but yeah, they're back to doing that again. Isn't that nice? But I was thinking of maybe making up like I said, it would be nice to take the stuff off the mechanical lift and put a hydraulic lift on this, and I could probably just pull it with the John Deere. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to go that deep, but for what we do, I don't think we really need to. I just go deep because I want to bury the weeds quicker. But I was thinking about getting some more chain, probably some heavy chain, I think, and then bolting it to here. And then, I guess, to the center of whatever pulling chain, and then do the same thing over there. That will kind of act as a sway limiter, because this thing really sways when it gets on the road. So, oh, what did I kick? Oh, it's just a piece of concrete. Oh, can't forget my bolts. So, what's going on there, Bosley? I didn't see your comments. So, I'm busy just doing other stuff here. So, yeah, look at that. It's still all original there. Even got the original cotter pin in it. That's crazy. Now, what was that one comment I missed? Let's see here. Big tuna. I don't have any attachments for the 1586, not yet. I'm more focused on getting that bale spear right now. Big boom, big boom. That thing is heavy as hell. That guy's probably made you guys poop your pants a little bit. I gotta try to get that damn bale spear here for the tractor. That loader is still for sale though. The one that's still for sale over on where the fuck is it? Well, it's 250 miles south of here. It's that Westerndorf 1980s model looking freaking loader, but I think it's still a WL2. What is it? No, WL42. So, and you're saying I don't need air conditioner for the tractor? Well, actually I kind of do, because at some point the young guy said he was going to bring his tines down and have me run around moving bales. He hasn't shown up yet, but so that's what we need air conditioning for, but thank God it's not that freaking hot today. Whew, I'm glad the freaking hundreds are over with. And then next year I'm hoping to rake hay with it, so I want to get that old New Holland rake going too. I need a couple tines for it. That'll probably be next year's project. What else can I do here? I did find a book for the New Holland rake. I found that one book. So that was, what was it? 15 bucks or something on eBay. Because I gotta be able to know what the hell's wrong with that rake. Where's the plug for this cord? Of course, not gonna be able to do it one-handed. That's great. Can't do anything one-handed, boys. Can't do anything one-handed. But, yeah. So, alright, see ya, Big Tuna. I'm probably going to be taking off here quick, too. Of course. But, yeah, I gotta try to get the... Oh, what is that crawling on me? It's a freaking flea. What the hell? I gotta try to get the tines here before winter. So, well, maybe the young guy will let me borrow his for a little while until I get mine here, but I'm not gonna hijack someone else's crap too. So yeah, this is what the old bolts look like. Actually, I guess I can show you. They got the square. Let's see here. I don't know if it'll focus or not. There. See, it's got that square neck on it, or whatever you want to call it. They still make those, apparently. From what I was told at the hardware, they still make them. But I just don't bother using them because I don't know, just I guess there's no reason to. That right there is an original bolt. Going in the scrap bin. Right there. So, well, yeah, I'm gonna probably take this thing back home or back to the farm there, and maybe I'll make one round. I don't know. This took longer than I was hoping it would have. I was hoping that would have been done within like 5 minutes, but what are you gonna do, right? So, but we should be good to go for now. Hopefully for the rest of the season. I guess if something else breaks, I'll have to replace it. But I know that bolt's bad. That bolt there and that pivot, so... probably going to need to be replaced. I think it's only bad there. Oh, it's kind of flexy. It's interesting. But yeah. That tine should stay on now for a few years, hopefully. Without breaking something else. Gotta bring the snowplow back out and get that frickin' thing ready for winter. I don't know, boys. I think winter's gonna be here pretty quick. I mean, yeah, it's only, what, August, but shit. When July is over, I go south. Because, not looking forward to winter. Plowing snow, that thing sucks. That's another reason I wanted to get a loader on the 15 was so I could use the 15 to plow snow with it, because, well, shit, that'd have no problem. Snowblower would be even nicer, but later on, I guess. So, yeah, I'm gonna put you guys down for a minute. You guys can't. But you guys are right there, I guess. There. That was a motorcycle, by the way. So I'm going to run the Case IH tomorrow. Grab my part. And then I got a couple things I got to order on eBay yet too. And then... well, that's going to be that book, and then I got Gotta order some more of those terminal ring connector thingies. So that's got my other stuff in there too that I like to do for wiring. Even though I don't really care for it too much, but it works good enough for me. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's those square bolts. I guess I already showed you guys that. So, still all original. As far as I know. Don't think that cultivator's had a very, well, it's had probably a decently hard life, but I think my great-grandpa only used it for gardening. I don't think it ever actually did any real field work, because he's always had the bigger ones. I think that's only an 8.5 footer, or an 8 footer, and then that John Deere we got, apparently that's a 9 footer, so it's not much bigger than this, but sure in the hell is built a lot heavier. But that cultivator as well has got some broken parts on it. So, well, we're going to have to get replaced at some point. But I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. So, okay. I think I still got some air in this thing yet. I think it's all pretty well out now. Yeah. So, let's see what's going on here now. I don't even know what time it is. Well, it's got to be 2 o'clock because I think I went there at 1, and that's about a 1 hour live stream. So I'll probably make a few rounds tonight with the cultivator, and then I will leave it until tomorrow. I was going to bring the cultivator last night, like I said earlier, but then I forgot. Kind of glad that I didn't, because then it started raining. It was raining all... No, I was supposed to bring it not yesterday, but the day before. But then yesterday it rained all day, so I couldn't. Which is fine, I'm not going to worry about it, screw it. But I got to do it now since the sun's out. I want to get it done before the weeds freaking just destroy everything. Well, there they are now. So, there's so much crap all the time. Unreal. But, yeah, so hopefully we'll, get some cultivating done tonight. I gotta work that south garden up, because that one there didn't turn out the greatest for beans. Just, there wasn't enough seed put down for it to do any good, so. The north one's doing really good though, which is pretty surprising. Even though that's got weeds in it too, but it ain't as bad as the south one. So if I do it again next year, I'm going to have to order a 50-pound bag, which I'll just probably go to Hefty's then. At least that'll save me some shipping and handling prices. Because to order that seed from a place online, that shipping was ridiculous. Good shipping, like it got here quick, but the price of it, I can probably go to Hefty's and get that bag for $10 less, and it still saved me a lot of money because I'm not having to deal with shipping and handling. So, alright, I'm going to take that up to the house later. I gotta grab my grinder. Still got the CB radio going on big right too, so I gotta shut that down pretty quick here too, but I'm going to be heading in because I'm done. I gotta pick up my WD-40 too. Wasn't a super big job, just taking longer than it should have. Whatever, at least we're freaking done with it. So at least the, I'm gonna drop the phone. At least the cultivator is now done. It's just that stupid tine popped off when I put the damn beans in, and I never bothered fixing it until now. Yeah, that tine's bent. It's straight in the mount, but it's bent. So they really torqued it good. Oh shit, and them, yeah, they all look fucking bent. Well, this one's the worst one though. And those have kind of a little curve to them. They're kind of, you know, it's like something hit them and then kind of pushed them over, bent them over a little bit, but whatever. Okay, so anyways guys, that's going to be it for this live stream. I just want to show you guys what I was going to be doing here quick. I'm going to see what time it is. I'll probably go wash my hands, and then I'll take that fucking thing back, and maybe I'll go make a quick round. To make sure that my time will stay in place. And then we'll move on to the next stupid project, which will probably be, well, what's going on here? Debating on if I want to remove some fence or not. That's going to be the job from hell. Got some old fencing that could be taken out because we're not doing anything with it, so why I have it there? It just makes the farm look like a complete shithole. So I might as well just remove some of that section of fencing and be done with it, right? So, okay, I'm not forgetting any bolts now, or any nuts, or any tools, or I'm not seeing anything. That bolt's bent. Can't believe the impact gun bent it. That's crazy. But as you can see I mean, you guys can clearly see the difference. Original, newer, and that was probably the very first one I ever put in because you can see it's starting to rust over. But that's the original one. And like I said, I did all the wings. This one doesn't have a bushing in it like that one did, though. But they just have I did all them. The reason why I did them, I replaced them, was because I wanted to be able to take the wings off if I ever decided that I wanted to narrow this thing up. And you can narrow it up a hell of a lot. You know, you take one wing off and the damn thing's pretty short. Let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, it's an 8-foot. It's an 8-foot wide cultivator. Makes Big Red work, but I just try not to run it deep in the ground. The one thing I don't like about it either is that you can't back up because there's no wheels on it. It's not a solid hitch, it's just a chain. That's why I like that bigger John Deere one that I pulled out, because it'll allow me to back up. And I can raise and lower it from the seat, and I can just pull a rope or whatever. And then it's good to go. But yeah, if I could find a metal shop place, I would I'd take one of these. I'd find the best tine that I got, and I'd take it off, and I'd run down there and see how much it would cost me to make up a couple of new ones. They don't even have to paint them. There's no point in painting them. They're going to rust anyway. The whole thing is rusty, obviously, you can see anyway. I don't even know what the original color of this thing was. I don't know if this is a John Deere or if it's a Farmall International. It's hard to kind of tell because I've kind of seen both with the same plow, so I don't really know. It's been sitting far too long for me to even know what color it is or anything. But it don't matter anyway. I'm going to use it until, I guess, it decides to grenade. But yeah, if I had the money, I'd probably buy another one of these. Like, even if it's just a junked one, you'd still be able to rob some parts off it. You know, I think the main thing, as long as the tines would be alright, I'd probably just rob the damn tines off it. There's an orange flag here in my yard that come out of the neighbor's yard there, because freaking idiots. Let's see, what's this say on here anyway? Buried fiber optic cable. The company that did that. Alright, well. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to take off. I gotta see what time it is. And then see if I can go make a quick round just to maybe break the topsoil open a little bit. And then we'll move on to the next project, I guess. So. But, a little bit of, well, it's probably not good news. You guys probably ain't going to give a shit about it either. You guys know I have that GoPro camera. Well, to edit the videos, I've just been using my Wondershare editor. But the one thing I don't like about it is that you can't speed the video up fast enough. Like if you want to do a time lapse of something. You can only go up to like a 5 times, and that's not fast enough. So I went and downloaded the GoPro app. I had it on my old computer, but for some reason it wouldn't work on my new computer. So I waited a few months, and then I went and re-downloaded it, and seems like it's working fine now on my new computer. So if I do any like time lapse of something with the GoPro, I'll probably run it through that real quick, and then it's a free app too. You can download it from their website. And if you want extra features, you can pay for that as well. But for me, I think they basically have everything I need. So, but that's pretty much well it. Just got another editing software I can play with. I'm getting tired of him pulling freaking cars around all the time. It's stupid. And why they're bringing over concrete now, I have no fucking clue. It's like they're gonna fill in a ditch now or something, which is what they did over there. There used to be a ditch over there, but then they filled it in so they can park their fucking trucks there. But whatever. But anyways, guys, I'm going to take off, so I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream and whatnot. So, yeah. Alright, guys, I'm going to take off, so I guess have a good day and stuff. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.